Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. In this video today is my review for the Leeds United versus Stoke City game. We just lost 1-0. Oh, that was terrible. I mean, the whole performance was terrible. Let's get into it and let's go through what happened in the game. Nothing really happened, attacking-wise, we probably had the best chances. Here it says we had the best chance of the first half. I don't even remember what that chance was. But overall, they were the way better team. They were all over us. They were absolutely destroying us for most of the game. The whole first half was basically all Stoke City. They played well in the first half. We couldn't find chances. Our passing, I don't think, was great. We started slow yet again. How many times are we going to say how we start slow? We start very slow again and again and again. We keep saying it. And that's a problem with the team, that every time we come out and we're playing slow at the start. We're slow to start with every single time. So that first half wasn't great. We then start the second half, again, we start all right at the start the half, and then they kind of start playing really well. I think they turn into probably the better team at one point. Then we just start pulling on pressure, trying to score. We then bring on Somerville, Bamford, and Dan James in the 70th minute. We bring them three on. And then the game just turned in our favour at 0-0. I'm like, oh my God, it's all us. We're the better team. We're playing so well. And then Rutter plays a beautiful ball. Bamford does so well to win that penalty. I'm going to say Bamford does so well to win that penalty. He waits for the contact and gets the penalty. He does so well to actually win the penalty and what he did. But Patrick, don't take a penalty ever again. I think he played well. If I'm actually going to say, if we're not going to rewrite history here and rewrite the game off one moment, I think a lot of people will do that, especially on Twitter and especially on like social media like Twitter. People are going to rewrite history about what he did for the entire game. When he did come on, he changed the game alongside Somerville and Dan James. I think those three really changed the game when they came on. Dan James, again, why didn't he start? 9 goal contributions in his last 10 games and you don't start him. Somerville last week scored 2 goals to win the game for us and you don't start him. Again, Bamford comes on and looks way better as a player than Pirro. Even though Pirro's he would have 100% scored that penalty. But all Bamford had to do, he put the keeper the wrong way. He just had to hit it low. Why doesn't he just not aim at the corner? Like, just hit it low at the target. But instead, he tries to go for the spectacular and hit the top corner, I feel like. Bro just has to hit it low. That's all he has to do. I mean, maybe there's something in his head from last season because, he took 2 low penalties last season, though. One was saved against Newcastle, one was missed off Tuggerby against Arsenal. But still, if he's at that confidence still, I don't know what they do in training. That's another thing. You don't know how he performs in training on penalties. Maybe he's scoring every single one in training and he looks really good in training. He's hitting the top corner and hitting it well into the corners. You never know. But apparently Somerville asked for it. Bamford refused, apparently. This is what I've heard. And then Somerville asked Strack, can he take it? And then Bamford said, no, I'm taking it. But the one thing about Bamford, I would say we can criticise him on. The one thing you can criticise him a lot on is him deciding to take that penalty at his confidence and not giving it to Somerville. But we're not going to rewrite the entire game of how good he actually is on the pitch. Making the team, in general, play way better than what they look when Pirro's on the pitch. Because every time he comes on, we look 10 times the team than we do when Pirro's on the pitch. And that's all I got to say. He was very good. He did well to win the penalty. He created chances. He's played really... The thing is, if he gives up to Somerville... Just give it to Somerville, bro. Please, Bamford. Your confidence is shot. It's shot. It can't get any more shot, it feels like. You should not take that penalty. Please, don't take another one. Because if Somerville takes it, say he scores it, Bamford gets called a hero in that game for what he did and winning the penalty and doing all that, doing all the work he did, winning the penalty. He gets called the hero if he just gives it to Somerville and Somerville scores. Even if Somerville misses, you can't blame Bamford then because he's done so well, And I think the confidence that Bamford's at, you don't give him those chances. When he's at, if he was scoring goals week in, week out, yes, you give him the penalty. But at this stage, someone Strack should have been the captain, as he is. I'm not going to put a lot of blame on Strack, but Strack as the captain should have went over to Bamford and grabbed him and said, no, this is not yours, give it to Somerville. And he should put his arm around his shoulder and said, this is not yours, brother. Just give it to Somerville. As a captain, that's what you should do. And I think that's what Strack should have done. I don't know if he did, I didn't really see, but I don't think he did. He should have went up to Bamford and said, hey, you're not taking, and took the ball off him. And then, they can have a conversation after about why he didn't take it after Somerville most likely would have scored if he took it. But yeah, let's go through the player ratings of how I thought everyone played. Melier didn't really have much to do. I'll give him a 6.5, not much to do. Thought he was all right. Archie Gray, don't think was bad. I'll give him a 6. I think he played all right. Not terrible, not great. Joe Rodon, I thought was good. I'll give him a 6.5 as well. I thought he actually played really well. Pascal Struck, I think, was probably my man of the match, I would say. I'll give him a 7.5. I think he played really well. Besides the own goal, it's so unlucky that we can see that the corner gets whipped in, they head it off the bar, and it comes off the bar and bounces off Struck's head. I didn't even talk about the goal. Yeah, you look at that and you're like, that's so Leeds United concede. You know, if Struck's not there, it legit bounce. If Struck's like a little bit left or a little bit right, yeah, it bounces and he just boots it away. But yeah, Sam Byram I thought was all right. I give him a 6. I'll give him a six, probably 6.5. I'll give him a 6.5. Gruev I thought was all right, but he did lose the ball a bit. I'll give him a 6. I think he was all right though. Ampadu probably not at his best. I'll give him a 6.5 as well. I think he wasn't at his best today, and he wasn't as good as we normally see him. Willie Nonto I thought was poor. Both wingers, Jalen Anthony and Willie Nonto, I'll give them both a 5.5. I thought they were both not great. I thought they both could have done better, and you get given a start, you get given a chance, you're put in the starting 11, you have to take your chances, and they didn't take their chances. Pirro, I thought, again, he did a couple of good things, but besides that, again, nothing notable. He does like one or two good things where you're like, oh, go on, Pirro, and then he's just invisible for the rest of the game. I'll give him a 6.5 because I think he was better than Nonto and Anthony. And then Jorginho Ruter, I'll give him a 7 because I thought he actually played really well. I thought he had a great performance, but that's just Rutter recently. Like every game has been a good performance for him. But yeah, sad for the loss, 1-0 loss, but we move on, and we're still third in the league. Top 2 is now going to probably be going away from us again by more points because Ipswich just they won 1-0. So yeah, we lost the comeback points we got on them. But yeah, we move on, and we'll hopefully win our next game. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.